Hi, friends, and it's another day of writing. Welcome to the world of writing. Today we are on the website Wonderopolis, and we are looking at the question, when is technology old? So, if you don't want to listen to me read, you can always click on this listen button, and it will immersify you onto the reading process right here on the website. So, this is under the technology section under inventions. Have you ever wondered, when is technology old? What is obsolescence? What is planned obsolescence? Do you love technology? Remember, if you come to one of these, you can always hover over it and it will give you the definition. Of course you do. What kid doesn't like the latest and greatest in electronics? From cell phones to tablets and computers, new technology is constantly evolving to meet the demands of the modern world. Speaking of cell phones, have you ever had any experience with older phones? Have you ever seen a wired telephone with a rotary dial? Remember, these links you can click on and learn more about wired telephones. What about one of the first cell phones that came in a bag that was the size of a brick? If you've never seen examples of those older types of phones, it's probably because you were too young to remember them. They're examples of technology that has been replaced by newer, better, lighter, smaller versions. But what about all that new technology? Won't it be old someday too? You bet it will. But when? The word experts use to describe old technology is obsolescence. Obsolescence occurs when something is no longer used, even though it might still work just fine. Obsolescence can occur for many different reasons. For example, a cell phone may become obsolete if a better replacement is available. Who wants to carry around something the size of a brick? If you could carry if you could instead slip a sleek, light piece of plastic into your shirt pocket. Sometimes obsolescence occurs because of the changes in technology. Technical obsolescence can be seen in the aisles of most electronic stores today. With the invention of high definition televisions, many traditional televisions that still work just fine are no longer sold because the shift to high definition has made the older style televisions obsolete. Examples of technical obsolescence can also be seen in the history of how we listen to music and watch movies. Do you remember 8-track tapes or reel to reel movies? Probably not. You're probably more familiar with digital music players and DVDs. Products can also become obsolete because their functionality has changed over time, or with the invention of new products. For example, when cars became more popular than horse drawn carriages, buggy whips became obsolete. Likewise, typewriters are largely a thing of the past now, that computers have overtaken their role in modern society. As fast as technology changes today, some companies are starting to plan obsolescence into their product cycles. For example, they may decide to manufacture a product with parts designed to wear out in just a few years. By the time the part wears out, the company will have a new product designed to take place of the old one. In this way, companies can continue to generate repeat business over time. So when you get that latest and greatest iProduct, version 6.0, remember that version 7.0 is just around the corner. Your version will probably still work fine, but version 7.0 will have the latest must-have features that you might want. You'll still have to decide for yourself, is the older version okay? Or will you upgrade to the latest and greatest? How fast technology becomes old is sometimes up to you. Now, there's also this section down below of some of the try it outs and wonder what's next. I encourage you to read this. The section that I just read to you is all that the article is based off of. But I'm going to go ahead and read this bottom part, and if you want to follow along, go ahead and do so. Wonder what's next. No picnic would be complete without tomorrow's handy wonder of the wonder of the day. Try it out. Ready to learn more about old and new technology? Find a tech-savvy friend or family member to help you check out one or more of the following activities. Have a talk with some adults about today's technology. How does it compare to the technology they had growing up? You'll find that is one of our wonders. It's one of the questions you're writing about, actually. What were the latest and greatest examples of technology when they were young? Did they foresee the types of technology available today? Why or why not? Now, I want to show you this whole section right here would be a great way to answer that second question. Go on an old technology scavenger hunt. Start with a tour of your house. Check out the telephones, televisions, and electronic devices you find. Which ones are new? What about the old ones? Do they still work? What features do the old items lack that you might find in newer models? It can also be fun to look through junk drawers and storage areas in the basement or garage. You never know when you'll stumble across a graveyard of old technology. How many examples of technology that isn't really used? How many examples can you find of technology that isn't really used much any longer? Perhaps your garage is the hiding place for a cassette player. Maybe your grandparents still have an 8-track tape player. You can find old reel-to-reel music player, or if you can find an old reel-to-reel music player, you might have an antique on your hands. Have fun looking for examples of old and new technology. Enjoy comparing the old versus new. What do you think? Is the newer answer always better? What old technology do you still enjoy using? What will the future of technology be? Grab your crystal ball and make your best guesses about the kinds of technology your children will use someday. Think 10, 20, and even 30 years into the future. What will televisions be like? How will we listen to music? Will we still use telephones? How will we communicate? Have fun brainstorming what technology might look like down the road. Would you like to be part of pioneering that new technology? Talk to a guidance counselor or an adult about careers in science, technology, engineering, and math that could one day put you on the forefront of the latest technological marvels. Well, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed me reading to you. Go ahead and answer the question that I pose for you today. Have a great day. Thank you very much.